Great Wave Surveys is a 100% Force.com native enterprise feedback management system. This first video in the Great Wave Surveys introductory series will cover the basics of the app functionality, including survey setup, invitation delivery, and response gathering. The first step in the process requires initial setup of the survey. In the survey detail section, you are required to enter a descriptive survey name, a completed URL where respondents will be directed following survey submission, and the desired number of questions per page. In this section, you also have the option to enable skip logic. This feature allows for conditional branching, giving you the ability to change the course your respondents take through a survey based on answers they give to a certain question. This feature will be covered in more detail in a separate demonstration. Once the survey details have been established, we move on to the content section, which contains a series of customizable options for the look and feel of the specific survey. The description allows you to display helpful text that explains the purpose of the survey, relevant instructions, or any other useful information. The site URL is the base location of the site where the user will take the survey. This application works seamlessly with Force.com sites to host surveys, allowing you to extend sites' directories and security to your feedback channel. You also have the option to add a customized header and footer to be applied to the survey. You can create a header or footer using the text editor, or you have the option to supply custom HTML. Once you set up a header and footer, you have the power to use it across multiple surveys without recreating it each time. If a user does not have time to finish a survey in one session, he may opt to save and return at a later date. The Save message allows you to display custom text to a user who saves an incomplete survey. If the custom header and footer is not sufficient for establishing the desired look and feel, you have the option to disable the default style and insert a skinnable CSS user interface to perfectly display your company's branding. Now that I've completed the survey details, I move on to creating the questions. Once you specify a sort order, that is the order the questions are displayed on the survey, you must select the question type. This version of surveys includes 6 question types. If selecting radio, you must enter a comma-separated list of choices. You can determine if the question is required and a report ID for response analysis. Surveys analytics will be covered in a separate demonstration. Lastly, specify the question text before moving on to the next question. Should you need to make additions or edits to the question list, you can access a custom Visualforce page that allows for inline editing of all questions assigned to that survey. You could change sort order, you could change question type, question text, etc. When you're finished updating your list of questions, you can merely click Save. If you need to add an additional question, you have the option to do that from this interface as well. When the survey and its questions are completely set up, you must create the list of recipients. Using the invitation object, you are able to select a list of invitees from your Salesforce contacts. Clicking Create Invitations brings you to a custom page where you can select your target audience. For ease of navigation, your custom list views are available for access to a specific list of contacts. When your invite list is complete, you must click the custom link to send invitations. This takes you to a screen where you can confirm the recipient list and select the desired communication template. Our surveys package comes with a few sample email templates, but of course you can create your own. When you deliver the survey invitations to the specified email address, the recipient will receive an email in their inbox directing them to launch the specific survey you sent them. Each invitee has his own record in the system that tracks individual responses and notes whether the survey has been completed by the recipient. For a more holistic view of the responses, you can access the Response tab, where all of the responses for all the surveys currently active in the system are displayed. When the survey process is complete, an appropriate Salesforce user will close the survey. This prevents recipients from submitting future responses. For more questions about Great Wave surveys, please feel free to contact us.